Greetings and welcome to STEM Smart Academy. We are going to discuss the Nyamira North School Joint Evaluation 2025 Mathematics Paper 1, and our area of focus is going to be in Section 2. So, hope you are ready for this wonderful session organized by STEM Smart Academy. I hope you're going to benefit a lot throughout this session. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos with your other friends. This is brought for you in preparation for the KCSE 2026 exam. So before also we start, I would like to introduce to you our tuition program in STEM Smart Academy, where we handle mathematics, physics, computer, pre-technical studies, and integrated science. The levels taught are grade 7 to grade 10, then Form 3 and Form 4 in high school. We offer one-on-one private tutorship focused on improving the learner's weak area. So if you have a friend whom you wish can get some help in STEM Smart Academy, don't hesitate to refer. Our contact number is 07 41 30 43 11. We are open for both phone calls and WhatsApp. We are located in Nairobi. Remember, we offer both online and physical classes. The objective is to empower your future with STEM education. To empower your future with STEM education. So straight away, we go to the first question of this very paper. Don't forget subscribing. That is section 1, 50 marks. Answer all the questions in this section in the spaces provided. Question number 1. Without using calculators, evaluate a third of 2 whole number 3 over 5 minus 5 whole number 1 over 2 multiplied by 3 whole number 6 over 7 divided by 9 over 4. So when you have such a question and you've been told not to use a calculator, here first thing we are going to change the mixed fractions into improper fractions. So we are going to have this as a third of, this will now be 4 times 2 is 8, 8 plus 3, this is going to be 11 over 4 minus 11 over 2, then multiplied by 21 plus 6, that is 27, 27 over 7, then you divide it by 9 over 4. We are going to apply what we call BODMAS in such a question. BODMAS, brackets, yes, we have brackets there. So we are now going to have a third of, I want you to be very keen. Remember, the question says without using a calculator, So when you have 11 over 4, then you subtract 11 over 2. 11 over 4 minus 11 over 2, that is negative 11 over 4. That is just like saying a third of negative 11 over 4 being multiplied by 27 over 7, then divided by 9 over 4. Once I'm done with the brackets, I'll go to off. Off means multiplication. So this will be now a third of negative 11 over 4. This will be now negative 11 over 12 multiplied by 27 over 7. Then you divide it by 9 over 4. After off, it is now going to be division. In our division now, we are going to have this as negative 11 over 12 multiplied by This will be now 27 over 7. The division sign changes to multiplication, then the fraction after reciprocates to 4 over 9. 4 over 9. When you do that, you are now going to get this as negative 11 over 12, then now multiplied by negative 11 over 12 multiplied by 12 over 7. 12 over 7. Remember, 9 here once, 9 here 3. So 3 times 4 is 12 over 7. Then when you do this multiplication, you are going to get negative 11 over 4 as your answer, but you cannot leave your answer that way. Therefore, your final answer is now going to be negative, so this is negative 11 over 7, not over 4. Negative 11 over 7, which is like saying negative 1 whole number, 4 over 7. Negative 1 whole number, 4 over 7 as the answer for question number 1. After we've answered question number 1, we go to question number 2. The question is 0.05 liters of water is poured into an empty measuring cylinder. A piece of metal with mass 135 grams is put into the cylinder. If the density of the metal is 9,600 kilograms per cubic meter, find the new reading of the cylinder. Find the new reading of the cylinder. Remember, 0.05 liters of water is poured into an empty measuring cylinder. A piece of metal with the mass of this is put into the cylinder. So first of all, let's get the volume of water in the cylinder. Volume of water in the cylinder. This volume of water in the cylinder, the capacity is 0.05 liters. If you want to convert this, remember that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 cubic centimeters. What about 0.05? You cross multiply. This will be 0.05 being multiplied by 1,000, which is going to give you 50 cubic centimeters. So the volume of water in the measuring cylinder was 50 cubic centimeters. And because we are being told a piece of metal with a mass of 135 is put into a cylinder, and if the density is this one here, you can also now get the volume, we can get the volume of the metal. Volume of the metal. Remember, from the formula, density is equal to mass over volume. Then volume is going to be mass over density. Mass over density. Mass over density. Mass over density. So if you consider this, the mass from the equation is 135 grams divided by, because this is 9,600 kilograms, this is just like saying 9.6 grams per cubic centimeters. And when you do that division using your calculator, that is 135 divided by 9.6, you are going to get 14.0625 cubic centimeters. That is the volume of the metal. That is the volume of the metal. Now to find the new reading, we are going to add the two volumes. So to get now the new volume, what we do, you take the volume of the water, which is 50, plus the volume of the metal in the measuring cylinder, which is 14.0625. This is going to give you 64 0.0625 cubic centimeters as the answer. Let's have a look at question number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget subscribing to STEM Smart Academy. Given that 3 all over 2 minus root 18 plus 2 plus root 18 is equals to a plus b root c. Find the values of a, b. We have 2 minus root 18 and 2 plus root 18. 2 plus root 18 that way. So what happens here? You take the LCM, then you divide by 2 minus root 18, whereby 2 minus root 18 and 2 minus root 18 cancel out. You'll be left with 2 plus root 18. Then you multiply to the numerator. So that will be 3 into 2 plus root 18. Then plus, when you take again the denominator, you divide it by 2 plus root 18. So the 2 plus root 18 will cancel with the 2 plus root 18, and you'll be left with 2 minus root 18. So this will be now 5 into 2 minus root 18. Then, so upon opening the numerator, that's going to be 6 plus 3 root 18 plus 10 minus 5 root 18 all over. This is now going to be 4 minus root 18 squared, that will be 18. 4 minus 18. Then you collect the like terms here. Let's collect the like terms, ladies and gentlemen. 6 plus 10, that is going to give you 16. Then 3 root 18 minus 5 root 18 is going to be minus 2 root 8. This will be now, remember, be very, very keen. Let me check something here. What I want will be very keen. This will be now, this will now be 3 root 18 minus 5 root 18, that's going to be minus 2 root 18. Minus 2 root 18. That way. All over 4 minus 18, this is negative 14. Then you can factor out the common factor. In the numerator, it's 2. So we are going to have this as 2 into 8 minus root 18 divided by negative 14, whereby 2 here once, 2 here 7. So this is going now to become negative 8 over 7. We are going now to have negative 8 over 7. Then plus 1 over 7 root 18. 1 over 7 root 18. 1 over 7 root 18. When you are here, so what are you going to get? We are in terms of A, B, and C, it means the value of A, I know it is negative 8 over 7, but this will be now like negative 1 whole number, 1 over 7. The value of B in this case is now going to be positive 1 over 7. then the value of c in this case is now going to be what is inside the root, which is 18. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you respond to such a question. Question number 4. The sides of a rectangle are x centimeters and x plus 1 centimeters. A circle has a radius of x plus 2 centimeters. If the sum of the area of the rectangle and the area of a circle is 184 square centimeters, using pi as 22/7, find the value of x. Find the value of x. So what you need to know, if this is our rectangle, they are saying that the sides are x plus 1 and x. Area of a rectangle is given by length multiplied by the width. In this case, we are going to have x plus 1 multiplied by x. This is going to give you x squared plus x. This one is the area, so square centimeters. That is the area of the rectangle. That's what has given us the area of the rectangle. After getting the area of the rectangle, we are also being told there is a circle whose radius is x plus 2. How do you get area of a circle? Area of a circle is given by pi r squared. So this will be pi, which is 22/7 into x plus 1, sorry, x plus 2, x plus 2 squared. So this will be 22/7 into x plus 2 squared is like saying x squared plus 4x plus 4. Upon opening the brackets, you are going to have this as 22/7x squared plus 88/7x minus, when you take 22/7, when you take 22/7, you multiply by 14, you are going to get this as 44. And this is now square centimeters. That is the expression for the area of a circle. That is the expression for the area of the circle. After getting the area of the circle, the question proceeds by saying that if the sum of the area of the rectangle and that of a circle is 184, when I take the area of this rectangle, which I found as x squared plus x, I add it to the area of the circle, which is 22/7x squared plus 88/7x minus 44 . Just a moment, let me see. So this should be plus. This was plus 4. I've written it wrongly. So that means it's going to affect this one here. This value here should now be, when you take 22/7 times 4, that will be 88/7. Yes. So this x squared plus x plus 22/7x squared plus 88/7x plus 88/7 plus 88/7. This should give you a summation of 184. Then we add the like terms. X plus 22/7, x squared plus 22/7x squared, we are going to get it as 29/7x squared, 29/7x squared plus x plus 88/7x squared is going to give you 95/7x, then plus 88/7 to give you 184. I can decide to remove the denominator by multiplying through by 7. I want to multiply every item here by 7. So times 7, times 7, times 7, also this side here by 7. So 7 and 7 will be cancelling. You get this now as 29x squared plus this and this cancel, plus 95x plus 88 will be equivalent to, when you take 184 times 7, you get 1288. 1288. Upon rewriting this as a quadratic equation, this will be 29x squared plus 95x, then 88 minus 1288, that is going to become negative 1200, to give you a 0. So upon reaching that point, we are doing very well. Don't forget subscribing, liking and sharing our videos with your other friends. Tell them about STEM Smart Academy. So we are at this juncture. What are we going to do? We are going to solve this equation using the quadratic formula. So we are going to have x squared. Remember, the quadratic equation, the quadratic formula is x equals to minus b plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. We are going to apply that formula in solving this. So we are going to have x being equal to negative b, which is now going to be negative 95, plus or minus the root of 95 squared minus 4 times a, which is 29, times c, which is negative 1200. All this being divided by 2 times a, which is 29. So when you look at that, so you're going to get 2x values. X is equal to 5 or negative 8.279. Upon reaching here, because x is distance, you cannot have x as negative. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the value of x is equal to 5 centimeters. Because x is a distance, therefore you ignore the negative value. Now I go to question number 5. The sum of the interior angles of a regular polygon is 1080. Calculate the number of sides of the polygon. Ladies and gentlemen, the sum of interior angles of a polygon is given by 2n minus 4 into 90. So the sum is already 1080. So 1080 is equivalent to, when you open the brackets, 2n times 90, that will be 180n minus 4 times 90, that will be 360. Upon collecting like terms, this means 180n will be given by 1080 plus 360. 180n will be equivalent to, when you take 1080 plus 360, this gives you 1440. Then, it means to get the value of n, you're going to divide through by 180. That will be now 1440 divided by 180. So n is now going to be, when you divide this by 180, you get 8 sides. The value of n is 8 sides. The question is the number of sides, which is 8 sides. Part B, the sizes of the exterior and the interior angles of the polygon. Because now now that the number of sides is 8, to get the size of one exterior angle, the formula is normally 360 over n, which is equivalent to saying 360. Now you divide by 8. When you divide when you divide 360 by 8, ladies and gentlemen, you get 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Now, if the exterior angle is 45 degrees, then its corresponding interior angle supplements it. Remember, exterior plus interior. Remember, we have this principle that when you take exterior plus interior, you get 180 degrees. Therefore, from the formula, it means to get the interior angle, we are going to take 180 minus the exterior angle, which is 45. Therefore, the interior angle here is 135 degrees. The interior and the exterior angles of the polygon. That is how you can do the calculation, ladies and gentlemen, and get your marks without any doubt in the question. Without any doubt in the question. Allow I proceed to question number 6. If you have a point where you need further clarification, drop a comment in the chat section, then I'll be able to respond to you. A line L1 passes through point 1, 2 and has a gradient of 5. Another line L2 is perpendicular to L1 and mean 5M2 is equal to -1. Then M2, that's the gradient of line 2, will be equivalent to -1 over 5. -1 over 5. That's the gradient of line L2. After we found the gradient of now line L2, our work is now going to become very, very simple. Our work is going to become very simple. How is this going to become simple, ladies and gentlemen? Remember, they say this is passing through the point 1, 2. So if I pick that point 1, 2 and get 1, 2 and introduce another point, call it xy, with my gradient 1, which was 5, I can say, having that, I can say that y minus 2 all over x minus 1 should be equivalent to 5. When you cross multiply, you get y minus 2 being equal to 5 into x minus 1. But now remember, I want to make this clear. In fact, there is one thing I have to clarify here. Before I write this, there is one thing I want to clarify. That they are meeting at a certain point. Remember, at the point of intersection, of any two lines, the y values is the same. So at any point of intersection, the y values is the same. So if for line L1, so this is x, this is y, it means the y value will just remain as 2. So here we are going to have now y minus 2 all over x. Our x here is 4, so it will be now 4 minus y, minus the x1 here, which is 1. That way. I hope I'm communicating. Remember this case. And for line L2, let me say this way. For line L2, the x coordinate is 4, and the y coordinate at the point of intersection. Remember that at the point of intersection, the y values are the same. Because the y value here is 2, also line L2 will have the y value of 2. Will have the y value of 2. That's why this is what you need now to know. Y value of 2. Then you now introduce another point, call it xy. So when we are here, what are we now going to have? This is now going to have y minus 2 should be equal to 5 into 4 minus 1 will become 3. So this will be y minus 2 becoming 15. Therefore, the value of y becomes 17. The value of y is 17. After getting the value of y as 17, so that means the y value here is 17. So we are told to get the equation of line L2. Then now you take the point of L2 is now 4, 17. You form another point xy, and the gradient of that line was 1 over 5. So you'll now be saying y minus 17 over x minus 4 should be equal to 1 over 5. When you cross multiply, here, we are going to have, when you cross multiply, you are going to have 5y minus 17 times 5, that is 85, should be equivalent to x minus 4. Then 5y is equal to x minus 81 minus, for this value here, let me just check. There was a negative here. Yeah. So if that is the case, then this is going to be negative x plus 4. Remember, the gradient was negative 1 over 5. Yes, so this is negative x. Then negative 85 plus 4. So that will be now 85 plus 4. That's going to be positive 89. So because they wanted the form of y is equals to mx plus c, you divide through by 5. So you're going to get y is equals to 1 over 5x plus 89 over 5 plus 89 over 5. That is your answer. Question number 7, sorry. Remember, for those who are interested to reaching out to us, our consultation number is 07 41 30 43 11. Don't forget about these tuition programs that we have. We offer mathematics, physics, computer, pre-technical studies, and integrated science. Levels taught are from grade 7 to grade 10, then from 3 to from 4. We offer one-on-one private tuition programs focusing on the learner's areas of weakness. The sessions are flexible and exam focused. We offer confidence in our tuition programs. The team is highly trained and fully trustable. Our consultation number is still 07 41 30 43 11. In case you are interested, we are located in Nairobi. We offer both online and physical lessons with a very, very affordable charges. Don't forget to reach out if you are interested. Find the value of x in the following equation. So when you have this 9x plus 3x squared is equal minus 1 is equals to 53, one you can collect the like terms, so the negative 1 can cross to the right and become positive 1. So this is now going to be 9 power x plus 3x plus 3 power 2x will be equals to 53 plus 1 will be now 54. 9 power x can be written as, remember, 9 power x can be written as 3 squared x plus 3 power 2x being equal to now 54. I can say let 3 power 2x be y. In that case, I now have y plus y giving me 54. This means 2y is equal to 54. When you divide through by y, by 2, you get y being equivalent to 27. Y being equivalent to 27. This y which is equal to 27, remember, we know that y is equal to 27, but 27 is just like saying 3 cubed. But here we had said let 3 power 2x be y. So y, so 3 power 2x is equal to y, which we found to be 3 cubed. Now because the bases are equal, we ignore the bases and proceed with the powers, where we are going to have 2x being equivalent to 3. So the value of x will be given by 3 over 2. You don't leave like that your answer. Therefore, x will be 1.5 or 1.5. You can leave your answer as 1.5 or 1.5. That is the value of x for that question. Let's proceed to the next question, ladies and gentlemen. That is question number 8. The first and the last terms of an AP are 2 and 59 respectively. If the sum of the series is 610, find the number of terms in the series and the common difference. In that case, ladies and gentlemen, when you have such a case, what are you going to do? Remember, they are saying that the first term is 2. So, when you have the first term and the last term in an AP, then the sum of n terms is being given by n over 2 into the first term, which is A, plus the last term, which is L. This is the formula we use to calculate the sum of n terms given the first term and the last term in an AP. So because the sum is 610, we are going to say 610 is equal to n, which is the number of terms which we are looking for, over 2 into our A. Our A here is 2 plus our last term, which is 59. So this means we are going to have 610 being equal to 61n over 2. When you cross multiply, you get 61n will be equal to 610 being multiplied by 2. Then 61n will be equivalent to, when you take 610 multiplied by 2, you get 1220 as an equivalent of 61n. Then now to get the value of n, you are going to divide through by this 61. So n will now be given by 1220 divided by 61. So the value of n will be, when you take 1220 divided by 61, you get n is 20. So meaning that the number of terms are 20 terms. Then after getting that as the number of terms, we need to calculate also what is called the common difference. And what are we going to use to get the common difference? Remember, how do you normally get the last term? The last term, or rather the nth term, is given by A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D. That is the formula. Applying this formula, ladies and gentlemen, then I want to get this last term, which is 59. It is equivalent to A, the first term here is 2, plus n minus 1, n is 20, minus 1, which is 1, then times the common difference D. So this means we have 59 being equivalent to 2 plus 19D. 57 is equals to 19D. Then D will be equivalent to 3. The value of D, which is our common difference, is equivalent to 3, and N we found to be equivalent to 20. That's how you earn your 4 free marks. I love mathematics. I literally enjoy doing this mathematics, and it is my hope that even my learners, as they are following along in STEM Smart Academy, they are gaining it, and they are starting to develop the positivity. If you like the sessions, take your time, drop even a comment in the chat section, tell us where you are following us from, even mention the name of your mathematics teacher. Then on Monday, say hi to him or her. Tell the teacher, STEM Smart Academy is also preparing you while you are at home. Question number 9. 3 years ago, John was 4 times as old as his son Peter. In 5 years' time, the sum of their ages will be 56. Find their present ages. The best way I normally work out this question, I have 2 people here. I have John. I have the son by the name Peter. So they're talking about 3 years ago, so I can talk about here 3 years ago, their ages, present ages. Then in 5 years, like that. Whenever I use such a table, my work becomes quite easier. They are saying 3 years ago, John was 4 times as old as his son Peter. So assume that 3 years ago Peter was K years, then they are saying John was 4 times as old as the son. So John will be 4 times K, which will be 4K. So 4 years ago, John was 4K years, while Peter was K years. So if 3 years ago these were their ages, then the present age for Peter, because K is for the past 3 years, then the present age will be K plus the 3. Then for John, the present age for John is 4K plus 3. That means if these are their present ages, in 5 years to come, John will be 4K plus 3, which is his current age. Then you add the next 5 years, which when you work it out, that's like saying just 4K plus 8, because 3 plus 5 is 8. Likewise, Peter will be K plus 3, which is his current age, then plus 5. That means in 5 years to come, Peter will be K plus 8 years. Then the question proceeds by saying, if in 5 years' time, the sum of their ages will be 56. That simply means when I take John's age in 5 years' time, that is 4K plus 8. I have there the 4K plus 8. I add it to Peter's age, it should give me 56. Adding like terms, 4K plus K will be 5K. 8 plus 8 will be plus 16 is equal to 56. Then 5K will be equal to 56 minus 16. 5K will be equal to 40. Then when you divide through by 5, you get K is equal to 8 years. The question is find their present ages. So to compute the present ages, John will be 4K plus, John is 4K plus 3, so it will be 4 into the value of K, which is 8 plus 3. This means John is 4 times 8 is 32, 32 plus 3, John is 35 years. Then this son by the name Peter is K, which is 8 plus 3, meaning Peter is 11 years. So those are their ages. Those are their present ages, ladies and gentlemen. You can see how enjoyable mathematics is. Very, very enjoyable, ladies and gentlemen. Allow I go to question number 10. Allow I go to question number 10, which is Form 3 work. Form 3 work. We are being told that make B the subject of the formula, and you've been given A being equivalent to BD all over the root of B squared minus B. The first thing we can do here, ladies and gentlemen, is removing the square root in the denominator. And how do you remove such a square root? The square root we remove by squaring. So you square the denominator, the numerator also you square, the left hand side also you square. The moment you do the squaring, so this will now become a squared will be equals to bd squared. When you square it, it will be b squared, then d squared, all over. In the denominator, the square and the square root cancel. You're going to have b squared minus d. Then you cross multiply, whereby you're going to have a squared into b squared minus d is equals to b squared d squared. Then you open the brackets on the left hand side. You have now a squared b squared minus a squared d. This should be equals to b squared d. Because the intention is to make b the subject of the formula, then those elements that have b will be taken to one side. So here I'll have a squared b squared minus b squared d being equal to, then the other term goes to the right, make it positive a squared b. Then because our point of interest is b, we are going to factor it out. We have b squared factored out on the left hand side. So we are going to have b squared into, you will be left with a squared minus d being equivalent to a squared d. To remain with b squared, it means we are going to divide through by a squared minus d. So our b squared will be given by a squared d all over a squared minus d. So to get the square root, to get b, because we have b squared, we are going to square root both sides. When you square root both sides, ladies and gentlemen, it is my hope that everything has been factored in. It is my hope. Let me just check, just a moment. It is my hope that everything is being factored. Oh, sorry. Let me see. We squared. Yes, okay. So, upon reaching here, to get now the value of b, we are going to square root. And whenever you square root, don't forget the plus or the minus symbol. Then the square root now of a squared d all over a squared minus d. This is how you make b the subject of the formula. That's how you make b the subject of the formula, dear ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. We go to question number 11. Solve the inequality. Solve the inequality. You've been given 3 minus 2x being less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 2x plus 5 over 3. You divide first this inequality into 2, and this is how you do the division. After doing that pairing, the first part will be now 3 minus 2x is less than or equal to x. Collecting like terms, we have 3 being less than or equal to x plus 2x. Because on crossing the inequality symbol, the sign changes. So we are going to have now x being less than or equal to x plus, this should be 3. This should be 3. Being less than or equal to x plus 2x will be 3x. When you divide through by 3, you are going to get 1 is less than or equal to x. After that, you pick another pair, whereby you have now x is less than or equal to 2x plus 5 over 3. Step number 1 is we get rid of that denominator by multiplying both sides by 3, also here by 3. When you multiply, you're going to get x times 3 will have 3x less than or equal to. On the right, this 3 and this 3 will cancel. We are going to be left with the 2x plus 5. 2x plus 5. Then you collect like terms. You are going to have 3x minus 2x is less than or equal to 5. So this means 3x minus 2x, it means x is less than or equal to 5. And if that is the case, now we can combine. Remember, 1 is less than or equal to x, but this x is also less than or equal to 5. Then when you combine, it means 1 is less than or equal to x, which is also less than or equal to 5. Now, to represent the solution on a number line, we are going to draw this way. I want to represent the solution now in a number line. We are representing the solution on a number line. We are now going to have on representation, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way, it's from 1 to 5. Because they are all less than or equal to, meaning both are inclusive, therefore you shade them. They must be shaded. So this is the inequality. So this is the number line to offer the solution. That is the number line. Show the solution on the number line. You get your 3 marks. You can see how simple mathematics is. Let's have a look at question number 12. In the figure below, if angle ACB, this angle here is 45 degrees, so it is 40 degrees, and angle ATB, this angle here is 45 degrees, and TC is parallel to AD. Calculate the size of angle ABT and EFB. First of all, it's very simple. The first angle I can get here is the angle we call CAT. CAT is an angle. When you look at triangle CAT, and you know that angles in a triangle add up to 180. This is already 40, this is 45. Then to get this angle CAT, you're going to take 180, you minus 40 plus 45. So 40 plus 45 is 85. Then that means that this angle here is going to be 95 degrees. This angle here, 95 degrees. After getting that angle, ABT, when you look at ABT, let me just join these points. ABT, let me join this way. So remember, this was angle CAT. I've found angle CAT. So this is the angle we want to get. That is the angle that we have to get. Getting that angle, what principle are we going to use? I've already gotten angle CAT is 95. After getting it as 95, A, B, A, CB. The next angle that we can easily get, because they said that BC is TC is parallel to AC, to AD, sorry, then we are going to have alternate angles such that angle TC or rather BCA, angle BCA is equivalent to angle CAD, which is equal to 40 degrees. 40 degrees. So this angle here, it is 40 degrees. ABT, ABT. Now, if that angle again is 40, let's see another property to be applied. DAC, DAC, that one I found it as 40. AED, AED. Let's look at, I'm trying to see, okay, let me join C to D. When you look at code CD is subtending angle CAD, and it's also subtending angle CBD. Angles subtended by the same code are equal. So if this is 40, this one also here should be 40. And after looking like that, after spotting that, I want to be very keen. If this is 40, I want to get angle, CBE. CBE, look at triangle CBE. So angle C, not CBE, I want to get angle BEC. The angle of my interest now is BEC, which is given by 180 minus 40 plus 40. This means it is 100 degrees. So this angle here, ladies and gentlemen, it is 100 degrees. When you look at that angle BEC, it is alternating. This angle BEC is alternating with angle AED, which makes it also to be now 100 degrees. So also this angle here is 100 degrees. After we've gotten that angle, remember the intention is to get AEB, which is now possible to get. If this angle is 100, to get angle AEB, remember angles in a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So to get angle AEB, we are going to take 180 minus 100. This means this angle is going to be 80 degrees. Angle AEB is 80 degrees. Angle AEB, this angle here is 80 degrees because angles in a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So I'm done with this angle AEB. I now want to focus on ABT. ABT is also now going to become very simple, and I want to show you how this is going to come. ABT, let me see, ABT is this angle here. I'm trying, let me just see the simple way of getting it. If ABT, oh my God. Okay, I'm looking at ABT, how to get ABT. The simplest way of getting ABT. I'm still trying to see how can we get angle ABT. Remember, math is fun if you understand what you are doing. Math is fun if you understand what you are doing. All right. So when you look at this angle TAB, look at angle TAB. TAB. When you look at angle TAB, I'm trying to look at that angle TAB. I'm trying to see the relationship existing here. Trying to see the relationship that exists here. You need to be very keen with this question so that you don't lose the mark. Remember, every mark counts. Every mark counts. Maybe let me feel still let me tend to extrapolate, I extrapolate this line AD. I wanted to extrapolate it that way. And once I extrapolate, I should be able to tell, all right, I've seen this one here. First of all, I want to give you angle TAB. Angle TAB is equal to 40 degrees. Angle TAB is equal to 40 degrees. That is angles in alternate segment. There is only angles in alternate segment. Then after that, to get now the angle ABT has become simple, because I know this one here is 40. To get now angle ABT, when you look at this, angle ABT is now going to become 180 minus 40 plus 45. 180 minus 40 plus 45. This means it is 95 degrees. ABT is 95 degrees. 95 degrees. That is how you interpret such a question. Question number 13. We are being told that a salesman earns a basic salary of 9,000 shillings per month. In addition, he is also paid a commission of 5% for sales above 15,000. In a certain month, he sold goods worth 120,000 at a discount of 2.5%. Calculate his total earnings. So first of all, remember, this person sold goods worth 120,000 at a discount of 12%. So to get now the value of goods after I sold, if the discount was 2.5%, then the selling percentage here is 97.5 over 100. You multiply by 120,000. This is giving you 117,000 as the value of goods. So that is the amount he earned that's the amount he got for selling the goods. That is the amount he got for selling the goods. Then if that is the amount, the value of goods is sold, we need to get the sales above, let's get the sales above 15,000. Sales above 15,000. This is obtained by taking 117,000 minus 15,000. This is going to give you 120,000. Then after that, now we can compute commission. Remember, commission is given by percentage commission over the value of goods times 100%. So, sorry, I've interchanged. Oh my God. It is percentage commission of 100% times the value of goods. So our percentage commission here is 2 point, what is the commission? It's 5%. Our commission here is 5%, ladies and gentlemen. So it is 5 of 100 times 120,000. We are using 120,000 because commission is only given for value of sales above 15,000. When you do this computation, that is 5 over 100 times 120,000. Sorry, when you take 117,000 minus 15,000, you get 112,000. What did I write here? This should be 112,000. So you take now 5 over 100 to multiply by 112,000. Oh my God, there's a big mistake I'm doing. When you take 117,000, you minus 15,000, that should give you 102,000. 102,000. 102,000 as the sales of goods above 100% or above 15,000. So to get commission, it will be 5 over 100 multiplied by 102,000. 5 over 100 times 102,000. That gives you a commission of 5,100. This is the commission. Now to compute what is called the total earnings, you simply take the basic salary, you add the commission. Basic salary plus commission. So the basic salary is 9,000 plus a commission of 5,100. This means the total earnings is 14,100. The total earnings for this person in that month is 14,100. Question number 14. A small cone of height 8 centimeters is cut from a bigger cone to leave a frustrum of height 16 centimeters. If the volume of the smaller cone is 160, find the volume of the larger cone of the frustrum. So the best thing to do here is to give a sketch so that we understand what the question is talking about. So there is this cone that was cut. I can draw it using blue, this blue part. So we are being told that the height of the small cone from here to here is 8 centimeters. Is cut from a bigger cone to leave a frustrum of height 16. So from here to here, it is 16 centimeters. If the volume of the smaller cone is 160 cubic centimeters, find the volume of the frustrum. So let's get first height of the bigger cone. So the height of the bigger cone will be given by 8 plus 16, which is 24 centimeters. I want now to get the linear scale factor. I want now to get the linear scale factor. When I take the height of the smaller cone, which is 8, over the height of the bigger cone, which is now 24, the original cone, this simplifies to a third. I can now get also the volume scale factor. The volume scale factor will be a third cube, which is 1 over 27. Remember, 1 represents the smaller cone and 27 represents the volume of the bigger cone. So they are saying if the volume of the smaller cone is 160, meaning the smaller cone is represented by 1, meaning if 1 is equivalent to 160, what about the volume of the bigger cone, which is 27? Then you cross multiply. Now we are going to say volume of original, or rather the bigger cone, will be given by 27 multiplied by 160, you divide by 1, you divide by 1, and this is going to give you, when you take 27, you multiply by 160, this gives you 4320. As the volume of the bigger cone. Because we are interested in getting the volume of the frustrum, volume of the frustrum is obtained by taking the volume of the bigger cone, which is 4320, minus the volume of the smaller cone that was topped off, which is 160. When you take 4320, you minus 160, this is going to give you 4160 as the volume of the frustrum. 4160 as the volume of the frustrum. Let's have a look at question number 15, our second last question. The coordinates of P and Q are P 5,1 and Q 11,4. Point M divides line PQ in the ratio 2:1. Find the magnitude of OM. So, PQ, then I have here O. I have here point M. Point M divides PQ in the ratio 2:1, meaning this will be 2/3, then 1/3. I'm going to use ratio to respond to this. Remember that the ratio theorem states this one will be going to multiply that side, this one will be coming to multiply here. So using the ratio theorem, applying the ratio theorem, OM is given by a third of OP plus 2/3 of OQ. So this will be now a third of OP. OP is 5,1 plus 2/3 of OQ, which is 11,4. So this will be now 5/3, 1/3 plus this will be 22/3, then 2/3 times this will be 1/6. Then you proceed, and I want to see something here. When you take 5/3 plus 22/3, you are going to get 9. Then when you take 1/3 plus 1/6, you are also going 1/3 plus 1/6, you are going to get a half. But now they want the magnitude. They want the, I don't know, have I done this well? Let me see, let me confirm the lower values. A third times 1, that's a third, that's very right. Then When you have 2 over 3, when you have 2 over 3, then you multiply it by 4. You should be getting 2 over 3 times 4. What did I get? 2 over 3 times 4. I think I'm the one who has done wrong multiplication. 2 over 3 times 4 is 8 over 3 here. This should be 8 over 3. And if that is the case, now we are going to have a third plus 8 over 3. When you have a third plus 8 over 3, you're going to get the value as 3. After that, we are not done. Remember, now I've gotten my OM being equal to 9.3. But now they want the magnitude. Magnitude is also called modulus, and it's also called length. So the magnitude of OM is normally given by the square root of x squared plus y squared. That is how you get the magnitude. So this is like saying the square root of the x coordinate here will be 9 squared plus the y coordinate, which will be 3 squared. So this will be 81. 81 plus 9, that's 90. So this is the root of 90. And when you have root 90, that is equivalent to saying 4 point, so not 4 but 9. That's root 90 is like saying 9.487 units. 9.487 units. 9.487 units as the answer. After that, let's have a look at the last question in section 1. Using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, draw a parallelogram ABCD in which AB is equal to 8 centimeters, BC is equal to 6 centimeters, and angle BAD is equal to 75 degrees. Drop a perpendicular from D to meet AB at N. Determine the length. Determine the length DN. Determine the length DN. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very simple to determine the length. Let's start it step by step. 1, they're saying, draw a parallelogram ABCD whereby AB is 8 centimeters. So AB, you draw this way. This is my AB. Remember, mine is just a guide on what to be done. And this is 8 centimeters. BC is 6 centimeters. B, it is 6 centimeters. BAD is 75 degrees. So you need to construct 75 degrees. And how do you construct 75 degrees? Stand. Let me extrapolate this line AB. Let me extend it. I'll first start by constructing 90 degrees. I'll stand here, make an arc, make an arc, make an arc, make an arc. I've constructed 90 degrees. After constructing 90 degrees, I have to construct 60 degrees. To construct 60 degrees, I'll stand at point A, then I'll make an arc, come to this point here, make an arc. By doing it that way, I'll have constructed 60 degrees. After constructing 60 degrees, this angle here, remember this is 60 now degrees. The angle between 90 and 60 here is 30. I have to bisect it so that I get 15. So I stand still at A, make an arc here, make an arc here, come to one of the arcs, make an arc, come here, make another arc. And when you do it that way, And now you draw this line. You will find you'll have constructed 75 degrees. So the whole of this angle here is now 75 degrees. That is 60 plus 15. After that construction, if this angle here is 75 degrees, then the remaining, this angle here should be 180 minus 75. That should be 105. And for you to construct 105, it is very simple. From 90, you need to add 15. And how do you add here 15? What 105 here? I need to construct first the 90. Construct the 90, very simple. I'll stand at B, make an arc here, make an arc, come to one of your arcs, extend your compass so that it exits a half, make an arc here, come to the other side, make another arc. Remember, mine is purely a sketch, but I hope I'm explaining it in a simpler way. So that is 90 degrees. After getting this as 90 degrees, I need, remember, to get 105, I need 90 plus 15. So I need another 15 degrees to the right of the 90 degree angle. So to get the 15 degrees, I can construct 60 degrees. I can stand here. Once I stand at B, I can make a general arc, then come to the bottom of my arc with the same radius, then make it like that. So this angle here, you can realize that this angle that is in between, this angle now here, will be 30 degrees. I need to bisect that 30 degrees to get 15 degrees. And how do you bisect that 30 degrees? So I stand at B, make an arc, come to one of your arcs, make another arc, come here also, make another arc. Then, when you now extend this angle, this way, you will realize the whole of this angle here is 105 degrees. But remember, they said BC is 8 centimeters. From B to C is 6 centimeters. So you stand at B, measure 6 centimeters, maybe it's somewhere here. This is going to be your C. Then because this is a parallelogram, you must have learned that opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So if this is, if the AB should be parallel to BC. So I have to join B to here in a parallel manner. So this is our D. That is our D. Remember that this line should be parallel to this line. Remember that way. I hope you remember how to construct parallel lines. After that, the next instruction is drop a perpendicular from D to meet AB at N. How do you drop a perpendicular, ladies and gentlemen? From D. So because they're saying from D to meet AB, you stand at D, extend your compass so that it exits line AB, make an arc, come to one of your arcs, maybe here, I reduce the radius of your compass, make an arc, come also here, make another arc. Then, after making your arcs, now join a line from D through your arcs. That way, you would have constructed a perpendicular bisector that is meeting AB at point N. This point now is called point N. Then after that, now determine the length DN. DN you have to measure. And if you've done your construction well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've done your construction well, then the distance DN is equivalent to 5.8 centimeters. The distance DN is 5.8 centimeters. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos. Our consultation number is 0741 30 43 11. That is our consultation number. You can make a direct call or you can WhatsApp, then you will get assistance. Also, don't forget our tuition program. That is our individual tuition programs and the subjects we offer here. The services are highly affordable, and that is the charges. The team is of high experience, nothing to doubt. We focus on the learner's weak areas, and we try to boost your academic performance. For more information, still contact us via this number. We are located in Nairobi, where we offer both physical and online tuitions. Thank you. See you in our next discussion soon when we launch section 2 of this beautiful, wonderful paper. Thank you.